So we're back. It's a weekly roundup. It's the first one of chapter 2. It is a different day. It was on Wednesdays. Now it's on Fridays. They switched the quest from rolling over on Tuesdays to rolling over on Thursdays. So we didn't want to wait almost a whole week to get you the quest stuff when we could just move the date of the video to Fridays. So that's what we did. So first we're going to kind of talk about the past week. And within the past week, chapter 2 came out. We did our first little thing of quests, which were pretty interesting. We had to go kind of find a shrine, an elemental shrine, and kind of interact with it a little bit, and they kind of expanded on it this week into that, but we'll get into that in a second. So this is actually the first week where it's not just 3 steps, they're all similar steps, and I like that they're doing this and they're breaking it down. They're giving us more things to do. It takes more games to do this. It actually took 6 games to do this. They are doing more steps, and this one kind of piggybacks off of last week's where we had to go to the elemental shrines. Now you have to go to all of the elemental shrines and activate every single one. In order to activate them, you're going to land on them. You're going to, if you have the gauntlet on you, if you already picked that class, you don't have to pick up the gauntlet that's there. But if you do land on the shrine, there will be a rare gauntlet of that element. You take it, you pop all of the brimstone crystals that are on the side of that shrine. You'll hear a sound cue. Some of them will do a little thing on the top, and then it'll like spawn little enemies around you. You don't have to kill those enemies to activate it. You just have to activate it. But if you want to, you can kill all those enemies and then get a legendary rarity of that gauntlet. So it'll pop up right at the bottom. So they're gonna be the normal elements. There's only 6 of them in the game. It's gonna go in this order. You're gonna have a shocking discovery, which is lightning, frost fascination, which is frost, toxic enigma, which is toxic, fire's reverence, which if you haven't caught on yet, they're naming them after the gauntlet, so fire, wonders of the wind, and secrets of stone. So basically you just go to each of these ones. So you're gonna go lightning, which is in Shadowgrace, frost, which is in Northfall village above Banehelm, toxic is gonna be the bottom right of Bogmore, fire is gonna be in Fever Ridge on the top, wonders of the wind is gonna be in the bottom of Himwood, secrets of the stone is gonna be in Sawtooth. So you just go there, pop all the crystals, and that's pretty much it. I think you do have to hit the very last one. Other people can hit some of them along the way, but I think you have to hit the very last one for it to count for you. So if other people are doing it and they are there, you can either run and hide and wait for them to leave, or you can try to kill them. They do respawn. The crystals do respawn, so just give it some time. If you aren't seeing that they're respawning, there might be a little bot around somewhere. Go kill them, pick up the legendary gauntlet, and then just restart the shrine over. So they are all individual games, so this is going to take you 6 games, but that's all that it is. All that it is this week. And I do like that these quests feel a little bit different. They feel a little bit more involved and stuff like that. So you do get an uncommon badge, which is Seeker of the Ruins. So chapter 2 had a lot of server issues and some matchmaking issues, which they did roll out patches for, server-side patches, pretty much the whole time of the first week, from what I know. However, we do know that they did also a patch, little client patch today, which read as follows. It resolves several major instances of crashes, especially on consoles, resolves an issue where players encounter large FPS dips, freezes when moving around the center of the map near Halcyon Keep, and then various stability and performance improvements. So for all of you console people who have been having a lot of crashes, this should help you. If it didn't help you or it made it worse, even if you're PC, let them know. You can put it in the comments if you'd like to. I'll try to spread the word as much as possible, but let them know that things aren't working if they aren't working. I have not had an issue with it myself. It seemed like chat today had an easier time on console queuing up, so that's a good thing. So next on the list, Jesse tweeted 6 hours ago, it's been a week of analyzing leagues, data, and reading player feedback. We've had a number of interesting and spicy discussions over the past few days about how we want to update in the near term. And if you don't know who Jesse is, Jesse's the design director for Spellbreak, so he knows what he's talking about. And then Crashy responded, basically just being like, sound good, thanks for keeping us in the know. And Jesse said, no worries, that tweet was literally sparked because Doggles and I were just talking. Quotations, hey, we should respond to the Reddit post, which Crashy did make a long Reddit post, which if you haven't read it, go find it. It's awesome. We'll be talking about a reply to it in just 1 second. But hey, we should respond to the Reddit post. And then another one, you can probably mention the AoE and win stuff. I'll tweet something vague about leagues until we can talk more concretely about them. Right there, we know that there's going to be a change to the wind and the AoE spam, which thank God, because they're absolutely obnoxious. And then some league stuff. So to bring up that, then Dan Oggles, if you don't know who Dan Oggles is, the director of gameplay. So it says, hey Crashy, FYI, we will be doing a hotfix next week that happens to address some of these issues. Number 1, decrease Valguard aggro disengage radius, the change behavior and change behavior if they are attacked from afar away. Reduced whirlwind AoE, which is the tempest, it's the wind tornado. Damage radius by 40%. Fixed ignited whirlwind damage stacking with flame wall damage. Fixed ignition getting applied while inside an ignited whirlwind. Ignition should only be applied after you leave the flames, which I actually did not know that. So you're getting double that damage there, which is obviously a bug. And then number, what are we at? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reduce maximum damage of wind shear by 1 for all rarities. We've talked about this a few times. They gave wind old fervor, which was 15%, and they gave it a bonus in damage, which is a lot. I think I know their goal was to increase TTK with this patch. I disagree with that for the most part, but this seems like they realize that this is an issue, so they're going to bring it back down. So they're going to drop wind shear by 1 damage across all rarities, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I promise you it's going to be noticeable. It'll still be annoying to be slapped by wind, but it is what it is. And then lobby will now immediately start match if all players have connected finished loading. So you'll never like load into a match and then just sit there for forever. Then he goes on to say, this is not the totality of balance updates for Chapter 2. Expect more in the next official patch. We also released a hotfix today, which we talked about a second ago, for PC, PS4 today to resolve some crash issues and reduce hitching in Battle Royale. Xbox and Switch is coming soon, waiting on approval from MS and Nintendo, which right there, it tells us we've been wondering for a while which of the platforms is the problem child when it comes to patches and why patches take so long. You can blame Microsoft and Nintendo for that one for Xbox and Switch. PlayStation and PC didn't seem like they had too much of an issue getting that patch out too fast, but then you've got Microsoft for Xbox and then Nintendo for Switch kind of holding it up. And then at the bottom he says, matchmaking, we do attempt to match pre-made groups ahead of each other, but there is a very tiny percentage of players who are in Gold Plus leagues yet. So frankly, a lot of the time, there are no other match options. We're still tuning matchmaking, but feel confident we'll be able to get it to work well. Whether you're playing in a 5-stack solo or anywhere in between, we're tuning matchmaking almost daily now, which if you are grinding the game out, this is a new leagues ranking system. Don't be surprised if you're not going to get lobbies the higher you get. I know there's a lot of you who are not surprised, but the higher you get, don't get surprised. Like I'm in gold right now. It's hard to get a match unless I match with somebody who's in bronze, which averages are a little bit. It does favor the higher player, but it does average a little bit and drops me down just enough to be in, I think, in silver if I play with bronze. So just kind of keep that in mind. We'll have more info soon, but expect to be reduce overall grind and make it more competitive. This should also help deal with the few players and gold problems you're seeing. So it shouldn't be as grindy to get out of bronze. Also, they teamed up with NVIDIA. You can now, it says, the tweet says, you don't need a high power PC to play Spellbreak or to claim the noble Oasis. I can't say that word, sorry. Oasis outfit. Subscribers to NVIDIA's FN's GeForce Now cloud service can play in style. So there's that. This skin's pretty cool. I like the skin a lot. It looks a lot like a skin that's already in the game, just different colors. And I like this one different. It's like a green and yellow. I like this a lot better. It's kind of like an Oz type of vibe going on. With that, there's also a Twitch Prime skin coming on the 16th. So keep on the lookout for that one. That skin's also roughly similar, I think. Color-wise, I think it's also green and yellow like this. I could be wrong. I'll find a picture. I'll put it. Dan, put it somewhere. But yeah, guys, that's weekly. If you have any questions, ask me. I'm down. I do stream Monday through Friday, so you can ask me in there as well at twitch.tv/itsop. And yeah, if you have any news that I forgot, tell me in the bottom. Also, if you like it, if you like this kind of stuff, like the video. If you want more of it, hit the sub button. Dan would be very happy, especially that I mentioned it. And guys, I love you. Go have fun with somebody. Go play the game, meet new people, turn on your sound, turn on your voice chat, meet somebody. Go to the Discord, meet somebody. You know, have a good day. Peace.
Yo, I'm hungry where them Cheetos at? They stay biting like where them mosquitoes at. I'm on point like an elbow, hands red like Elmo. My mama said, have you had enough? I looked and I said, no ma'am. I go ham in the grocery store or Spanish and Taki.